The narrator begins with an unapologetic truth. They're a diagnosed psychopath, not in the movie villain sense. No violence, no breakdowns. But clinically, they've been in therapy for years. Not because they wanted help, but because a court ordered it after a college incident that got messy, public, and damaging. They don't feel guilt, empathy, or fear the way most people do. Emotions are concepts they recognize but don't internalize. They function, they adapt, and they study people like case files. Their therapist, doctor. Bloom eventually asks if they've ever been in love. Of course not. To them, love is a chemical trick, dressed in sentimentality and lies. But Dr. Bloom suggests something radical. Try it anyway. Emotional vulnerability. Not sex, but a real connection. She frames it as exposure therapy. Fake the bond and see what happens. The narrator laughs it off, but the challenge gnaws at them. Could they convince someone they're in love? Convincingly? Completely without slipping? That's what hooks them. Not love. Control. Then they meet Lena. Kind. Observant. Gentle without edges. She listens deeply, remembers small things, and trusts easily. She's perfect. The narrator constructs their persona to mirror her, match her energy, and slowly lead her into emotional dependence. They research relationships, mimic vulnerability, and perform affection with near clinical precision. Lena falls fast. They don't lie outright. They let her assume. She calls them safe and intuitive. Meanwhile, they log every reaction, analyze every habit. Lena becomes emotionally attached, pulling away from others and turning to the narrator for everything. Then something shifts. Lena has a breakdown one night. Deep, raw grief. And the narrator doesn't know how to respond. For the first time, their mask freezes. Later, they lie awake. Not because of her pain, but because something inside them moved. Panic. Obsession. Need. Not love exactly, but hunger. She stops being a project. She becomes something they need to possess. Then Lena says, "Sometimes I feel like you're just pretending to care." The line lands like a grenade. Internally, the narrator is livid. How dare she? After all their effort, but they fake calm, apologize, try harder. Flowers, trips, I love you. But Lena's eyes say it all. She's already leaving. The final collapse comes when she finds the therapy journal, hidden under the bed. Pages of clinical notes. What to say, how to say it, which gestures work. One damning line. She is the experiment. She confronts them. Calm, cold. Shattered. Then she leaves. No drama, no yelling. Just silence. Gone. The narrator is stunned. They text, call, nothing. Lena vanishes, and for the first time, they feel the weight of true loss. Their therapist calls it grief, maybe even remorse. They don't deny it. They write unsent letters. One line keeps echoing. "I think I ruined the only person I might have actually loved." 6 months pass. They're still a psychopath, still in therapy, still analyzing people more than connecting. But something inside them cracked. They don't chase new relationships. They just sit in it. The silence, the loss, the ghost of someone who once looked at them like they were human. They don't claim to understand love, but for a second, they think they might have touched the edge of it, and it destroyed them.